Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today we're going to find out what is coming for you in the next 30 days, what you can expect in the next 30 days. So I've got 3 readings for you and 3 cards. Group 1, the card is Serendipity. Make sure you can see this. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. Group 2, your card is the Dragon, Strength and Wisdom. And group 3, the King, Authority and Diplomacy. So choose a card that something about it resonates with you. It can be anything, that calls to you. These cards are part of your reading, but may not be evident by just looking at the card. So choose whatever is calling to you, speaks to you, and then go down the description box, click on the timestamp, and I will see you in the reading. Thanks, y'all. Hey, Group 1. All right, we're going to take a look at what's coming for you in the next 30 days, what you can expect. So the card that you picked, your overall energy card, or N energy, is Serendipity. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. So that's great news. We'll know more about how that fits into your month once we get some cards on the table. I did want to let you know, while I was meditating, a couple of things came through. So before we even get any cards out, I just want to address those. So the first thing I saw was a hand writing. Writing a letter, writing something. And then I saw the sign from Mercury. So this month for you, there's some relevance to communication, to possibly writing, something along those lines. So that was an important little piece that wanted to come through even before your reading started. So, all right, let's take a look at your tarot, and then I've got some other cards out here as well. So at the heart of your reading, we have the Queen of Cups, and that's being crossed by the 5 of Pentacles. At the base of your reading is the 7 of Cups. Let's see if I can find a better spot for these. In the recent past, you have the King of Wands. Crowning your reading is the 3 of Wands. The near future, 6 of Cups. Your energy is the Knight of Cups. The people or the environment around you is the 4 of Wands. Your advice from Spirit is Ace of Wands. Interesting. And your outcome is 3 of Cups. So that's lovely. All right. I've got some Lenormand cards as well. All right. They're telling me to pull them out now. I'm just not sure where they're going to go. All right. We'll put them up at the top. Sorry, y'all. It was not planned very well. All right. We have the lilies, the child, fish, tower, and the rider. Interesting. All right, give me just a second. I want to take all these in, get some initial messages for you, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. All right. So what I'm getting for starters is there is actually a work opportunity coming for you. And it is something that is going to be financially fruitful. It's going to be a new, like a fresh start for you. And it's going to be something that is long-lasting and brings long-lasting satisfaction. And there is a message that is going to be coming in from an older person, probably a man, who is going to bring this opportunity your way. So let's get into some more specifics. What I'm seeing here at the heart of your reading, we have the Queen of Cups being crossed by the Five of Pentacles. You, like everyone, you have a desire to be happy in your day-to-day life, in your work life, which makes up a big part of your life. Now, if you notice on this card, all these fish jumping out of the water, and to me, they coincide with the fish in the Lenormand. The fish in Lenormand represents abundance in work specifically, at least for me in this reading. So you want this abundance. You want to be happy. You want to give back as part of your career. In other words, you want to do something you feel good about. But currently you're feeling a little bit blocked. What I'm hearing is you feel like you don't have the resources to make a difference. So maybe you're in a job that, pays the bills, but either doesn't feed your happiness, or you feel doesn't contribute to the world in a positive way necessarily. It could be that you, maybe you were laid off or let go. Please know this is not a warning of something to happen. So it would have already happened. So don't let that worry you. If you have a job, don't think you're going to get fired. That's not what this is saying at all. You're trying to find your way to happiness in the work realm. But currently, you're not feeling very optimistic about that. And we'll pull some more cards and get more detail, but that's kind of at the heart of what's going on here. Now, at the base of the reading, we have the Seven of Cups. You actually have more options than you may realize, or maybe you realize you have options and you just don't know which direction to go. The Seven of Cups represents an energy of being confused about, what cup to pick. So maybe you have, several offers coming your way, or maybe you're just trying to decide what you want to do next, where you want to go with your life. So a lot of question marks. They're telling me that you can see that there are good options and not bad options. Bad's not the right word. Good options and less good options. Like, you can delineate that. But among the good ones, you're struggling to find answers as to what is the right thing for you. In the recent past, you have the King of Wands. This is a powerful energy. This is boss energy. This is mentor energy. This may be you. Or it's someone you worked with. Or it worked. It would be past tense. If it's someone that you worked with. It's an energy of wanting to teach what you know from a vantage point of an expert and from a vantage point of someone who cares. Yeah, and this is what they're saying to me. You want to make the world a better place. And they're pointing out to me this king is pointing at the picture of the globe. They're also pointing out to me, sorry, the feather pen and the paper on the desk. And I'm guessing that has some significance to the writing that I saw in my meditation. Crowning your reading is the Three of Wands. Some decisions are going to need to be made soon. You're going to know when that happens. You'll know when it's the right time. And the Three of Wands is very much a card of waiting for the right time, waiting for the right moment, but also manifesting that moment, not rushing it, not pushing it away, but manifesting it. Just like this guy is with his wand. He's creating energy that will draw to him what he needs to take that next step. And in the near future, we have Six of Cups. This is a gift from the universe. Possibly from someone you know, someone in the past, from your past. But it's a gift from the universe. Your energy is the Knight of Cups. Again, you're looking for emotional satisfaction in your day-to-day life, in your work life. You're willing to give it as much as you want to get it, meaning you want to help others be happy and feel fulfilled. And in doing that, you will feel happy and fulfilled. That is how you're feeling right now, that is what you are in search of. You know, just like this knight is on his broomstick searching for love, so are you. It's not, I don't see this as romantic love. Not to say that that won't happen for you in the next 30 days, but I don't see that in this reading. But you are in search of a love of life and of what you do. The environment or the people around you is the Four of Wands. This is, it's an energy of stability, of celebration, of reward and recognition, and being happy. So there is something out there for you, waiting for you to go from the Three of Wands to the Four. The advice from Spirit is the Ace of Wands. And when I put this down earlier, they immediately pointed out the book, the pen. You know, you may very well be a writer. You may be, or wanting to be a writer, a blogger, a vlogger. There may be something that calls you to put pen to paper, is what they're saying to me. So the advice from Spirit is follow your dreams. Take a chance. Because the universe has your back. And if you take one step toward your dream, the universe will create a world of opportunity for you to take the next step and the next step and the next step. And then the outcome is the Three of Cups. It's celebration. You'll be in an environment of stability and celebration and people who understand you and enjoy you and appreciate you. And there's this element of yes, like what you do in some way makes the world a little bit happier. Makes the people who find you a little bit more fulfilled and happy. All right, let's get some clarity here, get a little more information. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Five of Pentacles? This is your challenge right now. Wheel of Fortune. What's challenging your sense of happiness is knowing that change is coming, knowing that there is an element of fate happening around you. You can sense it. You know it's coming. But you're feeling a little bit left out in the dark about it. It's like you know it's there, but you don't know what it looks like. And that's a little bit where this confusion of the Seven of Cups comes in. And they're telling me to look at this girl with the wheel. She's got it all tangled up. The threads are all tangled up, and she's got to figure out how to untangle it. And that's a little bit how you're feeling. You're feeling like you have to figure out how to get the wheel turning again. But Spirit is saying you don't have to figure it out. You just have to let it happen. And don't reside in this energy of lack. Don't reside in this Five of Pentacles energy. It's okay to feel it, acknowledge it, but don't stay there. And let the universe take care of the rest. All right. Spirit, can you clarify the Seven of Cups for us, please? Thank you. The Tower reversed. You know change is coming. You know it's a big change. And I think that's why the Tower is in reverse. It's not happening. This is not something that's coming as a surprise to you. You know it's coming. You know things are changing. You are participating in that change, in that you are making some decisions about your future. What do you want to do? What is going to make you the happiest? And that piece of the puzzle is important for you to do. But figuring out how to control it and make it happen, that's not your job. Let that piece go. All you have to do is look at the world of opportunities in front of you, even if you don't know that they are opportunities. Consider them all. What is it that's going to make you the happiest in the long term and in the short term? All right. Spirit, can you clarify the Six of Cups for us, please? Let's get a little more energy on what's coming for you in the near future. Five of Cups reversed. Something's coming back to you. Like I said before, this is a gift from the universe, possibly from someone from your past. And this sort of clarifies that it is someone or something that you feel like has passed you by. Something that you feel like you missed the boat on it. You didn't make it happen in time. Something that sort of slipped through your fingers. They're saying is coming back around full circle. And this is the time. This is your chance. That wasn't your chance. It was just a glimpse. Now is when it's meant to happen. All right, Spirit wants to clarify this Four of Wands. So tell us more about the Four of Wands, please. Thank you. Strength reversed. There are people around you or will be around you who are lacking in motivation, who are lacking in personal strength, who are struggling. And they are looking for someone or something that will help lift them back up. And Spirit is telling me you are that someone in that something. You are it. Interesting. Spirit, can we get a little more clarity on the advice card? This is the Ace of Wands, and it's about taking your inspiration and taking a chance and running with it. What else can you tell us, Spirit? Ace of Swords reversed. They're saying where you have been silent, you need to speak your truth. Where you have not been communicating, you need to communicate. There are things inside of you that need to be said, that the world needs to hear, that people around you need to hear, that people who are struggling need to hear. You are the one to share that. They're saying your advice is not only to grab onto inspiration, but to also let go of this need to be silent. What you have to say is important. And they want you to speak up now. Now, speaking up could be, again, it could be in writing, it could be through music, it could be through videos, it could be through speaking. But it is a matter of communication. And it's communication that can help others. Right, they want me to give you one more on this advice, so. Three of Cups. And do what makes you happy. Find that thing. If you're saying, but I don't know what makes me happy, then they're saying, try. Try it all. Just try it all. If you're like, well, I don't know, should I try writing a blog? Should I try it? See if you like it. Should you try writing a book? Try it. See if you like it. They want you to try to find what makes you happy. It's no longer okay to keep it inside of you. I mean, it's okay. You can do that. But Spirit is like bursting at the seams to help open you up. You are meant to open up now and share. Share your story, share your wisdom, share your teachings, your information. There's something here you're meant to share. And it will not only make you happy, but others. So find that thing that makes you happy and try. If you have to try 10 different things to get it right, do it. It's okay. They're saying there is no failing. It's all experimenting. Just try it. What have you got to lose? And they are encouraging you. So it's important. All right, what else can you tell us about this outcome? 3 of Cups. I mean, you've got 3 of Cups as your advice and 3 of Cups as your outcome. So that tells me you are going to find what makes you happy. All you have to do is try. Ace of Cups, and it's a new emotional beginning. A new chance to fill your cup and fill others' cups as well. It's a new start. And they're saying it's so full of happiness that the cup is just bursting over and raining down on everyone else around you in a good way. That's beautiful. All right. That's all they have for tarot. Serendipity. Let's talk about this card. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. The minute you take a step toward your future, the universe starts to line things up to make things happen for you. And if you're here in this questionable here and here saying, well, but I don't know. It's okay not to know. Keep trying. when you find the thing that makes you happy, say it. Like, just say it to the universe. This is it. This makes me happy. Or, you know what, when I write a blog, this part of it makes me happy. When I do, speak in front of a group, I love this part of it. Tell the universe, tell your spirit guides what makes you happy, what you enjoy. And keep trying. And they will help you manifest opportunities in the direction of your heart. You don't have to make the opportunities happen. All you have to do is figure out what makes you happy. All right, we have a fortune cookie card for you. Let's see what it says, Opportunities. It says, a stranger is about to change your life. Exciting times and plenty of action, plus a special family reunion looks likely. So again, opportunities. And we talked about that, in the beginning, the Lenormand cards. We have the fish card. It represents work and it represents abundance. You have the child in the tower. It's a new opportunity to grow, to rise above. It's a new opportunity in work, something that makes you feel like new. So that can be a kind of a vulnerable feeling. But in a lot of ways, that innocence, that freshness is what brings it to life. And the lilies represent a long-term opportunity. This is something that's going to bring you happiness and satisfaction in the long term. And the rider represents someone coming in with a message. And we combine the lilies and the rider. It could very well be an older man who finds you or mentors you or communicates to you, helps you, work toward your goal. But there is a message coming in. We see that here twice already. And serendipity is something coming to you out of the blue. All right, I've got some astrology dice. We're going to take a look at any final message that they want to share with you. So, let's see. We have the moon. In Cancer. In the 5th house. The moon represents our emotions and our happiness, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we're talking incredible emotional happiness. It could also have something to do with your family of origin, your home. And that comes back here to this gift from the universe that's coming back from the past. It won't necessarily be for everybody something that has to do with your home or family, but it could. But then with this 5th house, it's talking about what makes us happy. Things that are typically a hobby, our way of playing at any age. That's where you need to start. Start with play. Just play. Try things out. Or maybe you already know what makes you happy. They're saying play anyway. The play will help you reach a new level in whatever it is you're trying to do, because it opens you up. It opens up your inspiration. And it opens up your channels to spirit. And they can get in more easily to fill you with inspiration, to send you messages, to help direct you toward opportunities. So play is very important. All right, y'all, that's all I've got for you. You have a really interesting 30 days ahead, and I would love to hear how that goes, or how it's starting, or what it is that you think this is going to be for you. So feel free to drop me a comment. I read them all. I try to respond to all. And most importantly, I appreciate your being here. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 2. Okay, we're going to take a look at what's coming for you in the next 30 days. So the card that you picked, it represents an overall energy for your reading, is the dragon. And it says strength and wisdom. And I'll know more about what that means for you and for this reading after we get some more cards on the table. So we're going to start with some tarot. Take a look at that. Oh, no, they're telling me to start with the Lenormand. All right. We have the garden, the birds, snake, stars, and mice. Okay. All right, for your tarot, at the heart of the reading, you have Temperance. Crossing it is the Nine of Swords. That's the challenge. The base of your reading is the King of Swords. Recent past is the Six of Swords. Crowning your reading is the Magician. In the near future, you have Two of Swords. Your energy is the Five of Cups. The people and the environment around you is the King of Wands. Your advice from Spirit is the King of Pentacles. And the outcome is the Emperor. Move these up a little bit. All right. And I have a fortune cookie card that we'll flip over and look at the end, and some astrology at the end for you. But all right, give me just a second. I want to take all this in, get some initial messages for you, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. All right. All right, okay. So what they told me initially is someone is trying to steal your happiness. And partly that someone is you, in that you're allowing it. But there is someone in your life who is sabotaging your happiness. I don't have a nicer way of saying that. All right, they're asking me to talk about the Lenormand cards first. So your center card is the Snake card. And the Snake card can represent someone who is a little bit less than honest. You know, the term snake in the grass applies here. Someone who sneaks up on you, you don't necessarily know they're there. And should they feel threatened in any way, will bite. Now, this person may be making you a lot of promises or saying all the right things initially. So we've got the snake is being flanked by the birds and the stars. The birds represent communication. It can be in real life, it can be on social media, it can be anywhere. It's communication with others, talking. And stars is, a very hopeful card. This person is saying all the right things and trying to show you their best side. But what they're really doing is eating away at your status, at your happiness. It's like someone is like going behind your back and not being very forthright. It doesn't feel like a dire situation. So before you panic and freak out, it doesn't feel like that. Spirit is saying you probably already kind of sense this is happening and who it is. What I'm getting is basically somebody's talking behind your back. Somebody's talking behind your back. And then when we look at your tarot, So at the heart of your reading, we have temperance. You are doing your darndest to stay balanced, to take the good with the bad, to stay, keep in a state of inner peace. But it's being challenged by what you think is going on or what you're hearing from others. It's not understanding the truth, not understanding what's going on and worrying about it. And this is eating away at your sense of peace. At the base of your reading is the King of Swords. King of Swords is someone who tells the truth. He has the utmost integrity when it comes to information. Doesn't lie. He doesn't make things up in order to make himself look better or in order to hurt others. The truth is very important to the King of Swords. And I feel like this, in a lot of ways, is your energy. You have an appreciation for the truth, for whether it's good, bad, or ugly. You have an appreciation for input and information and knowledge. This King of Swords may also be someone else, but we're going to pull some clarity cards and get some more information on that. In the recent past, you have the Six of Swords. You recently moved on from something or someone. Oh, okay. All right. I'm starting to put the pieces together now. But we're going to finish the cards. So I'll say some of this. So during my meditation, before your reading, I saw some images. And when I get images, I always ask Spirit, as I'm going into the reading, do I reveal what I saw? And if the answer is yes, do I reveal it at the beginning? And they said, yes, but later. Reveal it later. So I will tell you what I saw in my meditation, but I do what they ask me to do because there's a method to the messages that they give me for you. So we're going to go with that. But anyway, that's why I suddenly was starting to understand. Crowning your reading is the Magician. You have the power to turn this around for yourself. Don't worry about anybody else. This isn't about anybody else. It isn't about what other people say or other people do. It's about you standing in your own power and creating the opportunities and creating the life that you want. And never mind the rest. In the near future, you have the Two of Swords. There is some indecision here. You're not sure what to do. Your energy is the Five of Cups. It's focusing on what went wrong or what is going wrong instead of what is possible and what is going right. The people around you, we have the King of Wands. And we'll talk about him in a bit. But this is someone who's coming into your life, who's going to give you he's going to make a new impression and make you change your mind about something or help you change your mind about something. The advice from Spirit is the King of Pentacles. Spirit is saying, don't stop living. Just be happy. Do your thing. Go out. Have a good time. Go out to dinners. Go out for drinks. Whatever it is you do. Live your fullest. Because you are abundant in so many ways that even though you might be upset about something, don't let that get you down. Focus on what you have. Be grateful for what you have and appreciate it and just live amongst that abundance. Show your gratitude to the universe for all that you have by enjoying it. And then your outcome is the Emperor. And the Emperor is someone who charts his own path, creates his own future, his or her. It's not about the gender. But I say he because it's Emperor. All right, let's get some clarification cards because I want to get you a little more information here, get you a little more detail. All right, they want me to start with the King of Swords, so that is where we will begin. Spirit, can you give us some more information on this King of Swords at the base of Group 2's reading? The Moon. What they were telling me while I was shuffling is that this person is we talked about this as someone who's honest and doesn't lie. They're saying this is someone who is honest to a fault. Someone who speaks the truth without emotion. The Moon card reversed is taking the emotion out of a situation, taking like anything uncertain and ambiguous out of the situation and focusing strictly on the truth, almost to a fault. They're saying sometimes it's important to understand that we aren't all machines and we all have feelings, and sometimes the truth can be softened in order to help people keep their egos intact. And I say that ego in a nice way, not in not ego. Maybe there's a better word for ego. Anyway, it just helps them save face a little bit if you can soften the truth. And someone is just being a little bit too direct. Not being dishonest, but just maybe a little too honest. They want to give you another card here. Yeah, I keep asking them in my head, is this you or is it someone in your life? And they're giving me the yes and no. So to me that, it could very well mean it's you for some of you and it's someone else for some of you. You know if this is you, if this energy is you. And if there's someone in your life who's like that. So just take it out as it resonates. Three of Cups reversed. All right. Whoever this is, and it may very well be this person in your life who is not acting with the best integrity. They're unhappy. They're unhappy with their own life or with some part of their life. And what I'm hearing is they don't want to see you be happy. Because sometimes it just hurts. I try not to judge when I'm doing these readings because there's always a reason why we all act the way we do. And most of our reasons are just rooted in fear and lack of love and, wanting love. So this is someone who has been disappointed. Who has maybe been left out of the social scene. And so they're saying things that are not dishonest, but they aren't very nice either. Okay. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Magician for us, please? This is crowning your reading. This tells me that everything hinges on you just being able to take all the tools in your toolbox, every power you have, and you have them all, to turn things around, make them right, and just create the life that you want for you. Seven of Pentacles reversed. They're saying there's a little bit of an energy here of feeling like you've lost everything. Like you were working towards something, growing something, building something, possibly with someone. And then it kind of all fell apart. But you have the ability to actively manifest turning that around. And they're saying you will. You will. And this Six of Swords in the recent past may not have been you walking away, it may have been someone else walking away from you. But either way, there's this separation. A separation of you from a person or a situation that frankly wasn't the best for you anyway. All right, what else can you tell us about this Two of Swords in the near future? The Chariot. Okay. They're telling me someone is going to come your way. And it's going to happen quickly. And you're going to have some decisions to make. And they're telling me now I can tell you what was in my meditation. So I don't know if you can see my hands, but in my meditation, what I saw was a heart, a red heart. I'll say, okay, well, that's nice. It's something to do with love or emotions or feelings. But then I saw an X go through it, like crossing it out. Like, all right. And then I saw a bigger love, a bigger heart. So what that tells me is that there was a relationship or a situation that was fulfilling, was good, didn't work out, wasn't meant to work out, because something bigger is coming. It was a stepping stone. That relationship or that situation helped you get to this one. And this is the big one, or a big one. And so something is coming your way quickly, and you're going to have some decisions to make, and it may be difficult. You want me to pull another card? Six of Pentacles reversed. They're saying you're not getting what you deserve, but that's going to change. So for some of you, this is very much a relationship reading. It's a relationship that didn't work out, and a better one is coming along. For many of you, this could be also a work situation. Someone at work not looking out for your best interest, feeling threatened by you in some way because of some insecurity that they are dealing with. It's their issue, not yours. Maybe you were just a little too honest for them. Maybe you spoke your truth a little bit too bluntly and boldly for their comfort level. And so, behind the scenes, little by little, they manage to sabotage your happiness there. But change is coming. Something new is coming, and you're going to have some decisions to make. And Spirit is saying good decisions. It's time to get what you're worth. What What can you tell us about this King of Wands? Spirit. This is a person in your environment, or will be in your environment. The Fool reversed. This is someone who has a lot of experience in general, but they may be launching into something new now, something that's a little bit new. But they're a cautious person. Cautious, but they have great vision. They understand the bigger picture. And they understand how you can fit into that picture. So regardless if this is relationship or work, this is someone, so let's put it in relationship terms. This is someone who has been in a long-term relationship before, possibly married before. They're ready to start over. They're mature. They're ready. But they're also not taking any chances. But they do see you as someone who could change their life. All right, they want me to give you another card here. Two of Pentacles reversed. They are not looking, in relationship terms, this is someone who's not looking to play around. They are not looking to date and date and date. They're looking for one. And what I'm hearing is they feel like you are the one. Now, in work terms, it tells me that they are very focused. They're not juggling a lot of projects. They're focused on this one. But it may get out of hand a little bit in that there's something new about this that is still a little unknown. And so it can be hard to keep things in the air. And that's why they need you. You are one of the pieces that will help keep them afloat. Keep the machine running in a good way. All right. What else can you tell us advice-wise, Spirit, with the King of Pentacles? They're saying live your best life. Enjoy your abundance. Think abundantly. Act abundantly, even if you don't feel like you are abundant right now. Spirit is saying you are. Own it. What's yours in the future is yours now. You just have to accept it. Nine of Wands. They're saying don't let the battle get you down. Don't put up walls. But also don't be too vulnerable either. They're saying you're in a good position. Like you've gotten through some tough stuff here. And you're in a good position to move forward. And it's nearly over, right? Nine of Wands is like you're taking a rest. 10 of Wands is getting to the end. And then you get to start, like, you get to put those wands down and just enjoy the fruits of your labor. All right, they're telling me to put this in relationship terms. So if, a past relationship was rocky and you may have felt a little beaten up, maybe someone is talking behind your back and you're just feeling like, you've fought, for your peace, but you feel a little worn out. Spirit is saying you're almost there. Don't give up now. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And if you just look up, you'll see that light in the form of a person who is coming in, who needs you as much as you need them. And I say need in a healthy way, not in a codependent way. Who will appreciate you as much as you appreciate them. Who will give to you as much as you give to them, and more. All right, tell us about the outcome. We have the Emperor card. This makes sense for me fully in a work sense. Emperor is boss energy. It's someone charting their own course. In relationship world, it could be that this person is an Aries, fire sign. We're definitely seeing fire sign here with the King of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Five of Cups. Okay. They're saying your outcome is going to be, well, it's up to you. Actually, they were initially saying you are going to pick up these 2 cups. And the 2 of Cups represents relationship energy, energy of coming together for commitment, emotional happiness, fulfillment. You're going to pick up these 2 cups and you're going to appreciate what comes your way, be it, whether it's, work, projects, relationship, and let these 3 just go away. But they're also saying you do have a choice, and in the next 30 days, you could choose to continue to focus on these 3 cups that have spilled. But if you do, then you walk away empty for the time being. Spirit will never leave you empty. One more card on the outcome, please. Ten of Wands reversed. I told you how close you are. You're so close to just being done with this and being able to put this chapter behind you and move forward. It's time. It's time. All right. Well, let's talk about your initial card, the Dragon, Strength and Wisdom. The Dragon is a protective energy. It's an energy that fights, just like the Magician. An energy that fights for good, fights for, to protect the palace, to protect the princess, to protect something valuable. And then it says strength and wisdom, which are both qualities that you have, and those qualities will help you move forward into a stronger position. And they're wanting me to point out that this dragon has wings and remind you that you're not stuck. You have wings to fly. You have the fire of a dragon, the energy of a dragon, the will of a dragon. And so regardless of, the specifics of your situation, you will rise above and be okay. All right, let's get over the astrology. Oh, we're going to pull your wisdom card first. Sorry. Or, I'm sorry, your fortune cookie. And, manifestations. A bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. And we saw that right here with the Magician. Things are about to manifest for you. Focus on the right things. Know that you have everything you need. All right. We have first house. We have South Node. And we have Neptune. It's time for you to stop ignoring stop ignoring the things that are going on in the background. So, our south node is an energy that we feel we get very comfortable in. And Neptune is, I'm sorry, this isn't Neptune, it's Pisces. But same thing, not same thing, but Neptune, Pisces is ruled by Neptune. I think that's where my brain was. You can be very comfortable in just keeping the peace. First house is you, your ego, your the central heart of who you are. But we're meant to move away from our south node and toward our north node. Your north node, if your south node is in the first house, your north node would be in the seventh house. So you're meant to move toward your seventh house, toward relationship energy, toward partnership, toward working one-on-one with someone. And if your south node is in Pisces, your north node would be in Capricorn, no, Virgo. It's an energy of working hard. It's an energy of compassion backed up by work. It's not free-spirited compassion where everything is just swept under the rug a little bit. It's acknowledging what has gone wrong, what went wrong, who did what, and vowing to be better in the future. So I feel like these dice are really just telling you to push through the fog, get to the truth of the matter, understand that some people are just not going to have your back. Some people are just they're going to sabotage you directly or indirectly because of their own insecurities. See through that, push through that, and get to the other side. That's where your happiness lies. That's where your manifestations lie. All right, group 2, that's all I've got for you. Very interesting reading. Be curious to see how that plays out for you. So feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on with you. And I will see you next time. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. All right, we are going to take a look at what is coming for you in the next 30 days. So the card that you picked, the King, authority and diplomacy. We'll know more what this means for you and for your reading once we get a few more cards out on the table. So I've got tarot cards, I have Lenormand, and some other things. So I'm going to start with the Lenormand cards and just get an initial picture of what we're looking at and see what's going on. So we have the Dog, Moon, Rider, Clouds, put that up there, and Letter. So there's definitely some communication coming in, possibly going out. Let's get some more cards out. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. That's at the heart of your reading. Challenging that is the Ten of Pentacles. The base of your reading is the Seven of Cups. Recent past is the King of Cups. Crowning your reading is the Six of Cups. In the near future, you have Six of Pentacles. Your energy is Four of Swords. The people and the environment around you is the Sun card. The advice from Spirit is the Lovers. And your outcome is the Hanged Man. All right, give me just a second. I want to take all this in, and then I'll get you some initial messages and let you know what's going on here. All right, so for starters, the first thing I want to tell you is during my meditation, before your reading, before I turned on the camera, what I saw was a chalkboard and writing on the board. I can tell you what the writing said. I don't know if it will mean anything. I actually saw it twice, and the first time I saw the word MISSTER, Mister, but with 2 S's, and then the word open. And then later in my meditation, I saw the chalkboard again, and I saw it, in very like block letters, MISS, and they erased the second S, TER, and then wrote book. So to me, the Mister is just so you like. It's just, I think it was just their way of being gender neutral, but also giving it an air of authority by calling you Miss or Mister, meaning that you are in a position of authority, you or someone. And then open book tells me that there's something here about learning or teaching, communicating. So when I pulled these Lenormand cards, of course, that reinforced that message. So what we have as your central card is the rider, and the rider is a messenger. It's someone who comes in with a message. And the message is encouraging. The moon is a very encouraging card. It's a card of recognition and reward and honor. But it's also a bit of a confusing message. So you may not understand the complexity of this message coming in right away. You also may not, they're saying you may not understand the enormity of this message coming in. In other words, there's a message coming in that is going to feel good, but you're not going to quite understand how big of a deal this message is. And then we have, flanking your Lenormand reading, we have the dog and letter. Now the dog can be a best friend or some other person that is very loyal to you or that you are very loyal to. And then the letter is another card of communication. You're going to hear from a friend who is going to help you understand what this message is all about. If it's not a friend, it's someone that you trust, someone you look up to, someone that you are loyal to in some way, is going to give you a message that not only reinforces this other message you get, but will help you see how big of a deal it is. All right. So let's look at your tarot cards. At the heart of your reading, we have the 9 of Wands crossed by the 10 of Pentacles. The 9 of Wands talks about not giving up the fight, continuing to fight for what you want, continuing to push for what you want. The challenge to this central theme is the 10 of Pentacles. And what they're giving me on that is don't shoot the messenger, a little bit of laziness, a little bit of just wanting to be comfortable, wanting to be in your comfort zone, wanting to rest and relax. And I'm going to jump ahead here and talk about you. This is your energy, 4 of Swords. You most likely have been through a very busy, hectic time. And so it's not surprising that you are now in a mode of wanting to rest, wanting to take responsibilities off your back, wanting to give your life a break, And Spirit is saying that's okay. It's okay to give yourself a break. They just don't want you to get too comfortable. They want you to remember that the fight is not over. The Nine of Wands is a card about, yes, taking a break from whatever it is you're working toward, but it's just a break. Like, don't get too comfortable, because the fight's not over. The work is not over. You know, after Nine of Wands, we have Ten of Wands, which is a card of, doing the work and climbing that mountain and getting to the top. And you are meant to get to the top of that mountain. If you get too comfortable here down on the plateau, you won't get there. So that's just a message, kind of jumping ahead a little. And of course, I'm going to clarify some of these cards with more tarot, so we'll get a little deeper when we come back through it. So at the base of your reading, we have the Seven of Cups. You have a lot of options in front of you. Spirit is saying some good, some bad, some ugly. But you know the difference. You know what's good for you, is what Spirit is saying. They're saying you don't always adhere to it. Sometimes you make choices that you know are not in your best interest, that are not good for you. And they're saying that's okay, that's part of learning. But at some point, you'll want to get to a place where you no longer want to make bad choices on purpose. And bad choices, I don't mean like major bad choices, although if you're making major bad choices, maybe think about that too. But, we're just sometimes just talking about little things that may get in the way of you reaching whatever goals you have. Such as drinking too much, or taking on too much responsibility in areas that are not vital to your path. Being someone who can never say no. Hanging around with people who are not good for you, toxic for you. So just a few examples. But we all know the things that we do that are a little bit of our weakness, binging Netflix all day instead of getting some fresh air and exercise, that sort of thing. Those little decisions do end up adding up to you being less than your full potential. They're not going to destroy you. They're not going to cause major harm to your life. They're just not the best choices. So just try to be cognizant of that. In the recent past, we have the King of Cups. This is someone who is very emotionally balanced, who is an authority on their own turf. So what they're showing me on this card is how, yes, he's the ruler, he's the king, but his kingdom is this very small little island. What they're saying about this, and we'll get some more clarity. Hold on, I just want to make sure I have that message right, so give me just 1 second. Okay. They're saying you are now moving on to a bigger kingdom. Your rule, is about to grow. So it could be that you're changing jobs, and this job will expand your level of responsibility and growth. It could be any number of situations, but what they want you to know is that you've made a lot of progress. You've done really, really well. And now it's time for you to grow to the next level. Crowning your reading is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a gift from the universe. And I'm going to tell you, there was another reading, I think it was group 1, who had some very similar cards. So if you were, debating between 1 and 3, you may want to check out 1 as well. Because there seems to be some similarities here for sure. So, the 6 of Cups is a gift from the universe. It's a gift that you've earned through your hard work. And in the near future, we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is getting what you deserve. And by getting what you deserve, it gives you the ability to give to others. And that's something they want you to know. Again, your energy is the 4 of Swords, resting, recuperating, rejuvenating, and that's okay. The people in the environment around you is the Sun. Spirit is telling me that this is people, or in the environment in general, more so people that are going to be in your life. They may not be in your life right now, but they are positive, they're outgoing, they're joyful, and most importantly, they are good for you. And your advice from Spirit is join them. The Lover's card. Join this happy spirit, a joyful spirit. But there's also a message here of commitment. Committing to your goals. Committing to what you want. And letting go of the comfort zone. And then as your outcome card, we have the Hanged Man. In the next 30 days, as things progress here, you're going to start to see things from a new perspective. They're saying you're going to take a pause from the hustle and bustle. A short pause. But you're going to see things from a new perspective, and this is going to be the key. Oh, they just pointed something else out to me, sorry. This is going to be the key to your growth. And I want to show you on the card how the Hanged Man has the key in his hand. He could unlock himself and move on anytime he's ready. But he's gaining insight and he's gaining knowledge, and that's important. So they wanted me to point out these 2 King cards. And it's not an accident, they're saying. Of course it's not. Again, your level of authority is going to grow. Your ability to rule, and I say that just kind of metaphorically, your ability to rule your world is going to grow. Your influence is going to grow. With that will come diplomacy. It will bring a new level of authority and responsibility, because people will listen to you. More people will listen to you than have ever listened to you before. And that's a big responsibility, but you will be up for the task. All right, let's get a little clarity. Let's see what else is going on here. All right, they want me to start with the 6 of Pentacles. So we're going to look at the near future. 6 of Pentacles. What else can you tell us about this, Spirit? And we have the Star reversed. They're telling me let go of expectations. They're saying you're going to get what you deserve, not what you want. And that's not a bad thing in any way. Hold on, I just want to make sure. You're going to be letting go of the need to be right. And you're going to start trusting the universe a little bit more. What does this have to do with getting what they deserve? Okay, they're saying you're going to see that you deserve so much more than you thought possible. So the Star card is still the Star card. It's a beautiful card of alchemy, of turning a bad situation into a good situation. It's a card of being grounded and hopeful and optimistic. In reverse, what they're telling me is not that you are not going to be optimistic or hopeful or grounded. It's that you are going to be, they're saying you're going to be thrown off course a little bit. And it's going to be a surprise in a good way. They're saying you're going to see things as you've never seen them before. They want me to give you another card here. Looks to me like you have some surprises coming. But they're telling me in my head, they're going, tell them not to worry. Tell them not to worry. It's nothing to be afraid of. These are good surprises. We have Seven of Swords reversed. Something that you felt like you lost. Something you felt was either taken from you or you weren't given full access to is going to come back. It's going to come back around. They're saying you needed to learn a little bit more, and that's why you weren't given full access to this, whatever it is. You know, maybe it's a promotion or a level of schooling that you, for whatever reason, weren't able to, you know, maybe you weren't able to take this course, this class. You know, maybe it's a spiritual gift that, you know, you sort of hit a ceiling on. It's because you needed to learn some more. You needed to start making some better choices. You needed to learn to not give up, even when things got uncomfortable, or even when things got too comfortable, to not give up the fight. And in general, you needed to just learn some more. But now, you're getting what you deserve in a good way. It's coming back around. Okay. All right. Spirit, can you please clarify the Six of Cups for us? This is the card that's crowning your reading, the Six of Cups. Three of Wands. They're saying you're about to go on an adventure. They're saying it's not a trip. It's not about travel. It's an adventure of the mind. You're going to learn things you've never learned before. You're going to learn things you didn't know you were capable of knowing. So it may be a new field of interest. It may be an area that you thought was out of your grasp. Or it's a level of learning that you don't quite think you're capable of reaching, or you have doubts about that. They're saying you're going to get there and we are preparing you. When you're ready, the gift will come. Beautiful. All right, they want to give you another card on that. So what else can you tell us about the Six of Cups and the Three of Wands? Ten of Swords reversed. They're saying this time of suffering and being stabbed in the back, being, feeling hurt, feeling wounded, feeling like the victim, that's coming to an end. They're saying you are no longer the victim and you shouldn't be. So don't see yourself as one. You are the victor. So pull the swords out, because we are preparing a gift for you. One that you have earned and that you deserve. And in divine timing will come. Probably not within the next 30 days, but possibly. I don't see that here at the outcome, but we'll get a little more information, but it is coming. They're saying let go of any complaining, any bickering. They're saying bitching, sorry. They're saying don't complain, don't go there, don't dip your energy down there, because you're worth so much more. And the higher you can keep your vibration and your energy, the quicker these things manifest. So stay in a positive place. That's why they're bringing these sun people to you. They're going to be good for you. They're going to help you see life in a more positive way. They're going to help you see everything in a more positive way, because they're not negative people by nature. And they will teach you to not be a negative person also. I'm not saying you are a negative person, but I'm guessing you might have tendencies to maybe see, the glass half empty sometimes. Or just to get annoyed by things and talk about them, put them out there into the universe, and that muddies up your energy as well. All right, what else do you want us to clarify? Spirit, can you please clarify the Lover's card? This is your advice. This is their advice for you, the Lover's card. This is a commitment. It's a level of joining forces, becoming one with others. Nine of Swords reverse. They're saying take some effort to stop the overthinking and the worry. There's nothing to worry about. They're saying we understand that you still think there are things to worry about. Everything is going to turn out okay because you're that kind of person, but you still think it might suck a bunch between now and then. And they're saying it's not going to suck a bunch. It's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be hard work, but you're going to love it. So stop worrying. Anything else? I want to give you another one here. Three of Cups reversed. They want you to commit to your growth and to your learning and commit to your goals. And part of that commitment is worrying less. Part of that commitment is being conscious of overindulging as a coping mechanism, to get through. So, if you have a tendency to, when you start to overthink, when you start to worry, maybe you have one too many cocktails. Maybe you start to mindlessly eat. Maybe you, start to gossip, or, there's just this energy of too much of something that they want you to be very, very cautious of, and to try to stay as committed and loyal and single-mindedly focused toward your goals. And that's not to say you don't have other responsibilities, other things to do. They know you have other things to do, and of course you should stay on course with those things too. But when it comes to coping with problems, coping with worries, don't overindulge. Do something that will get you closer to your goal, not farther. They have another card for you. They got lots of advice for you. Maybe my next reading should be about advice. The World card. Be willing to let things go that no longer serve you and be open to a fresh new beginning, because a fresh new beginning is on its way. They're saying there is no stopping it, there's only delaying it. But you don't want to delay it because it's really good. They're saying just be open. And that's one of the words, like I said, I saw on the chalkboard, open. Be open. Anything else? Okay. They're saying there's an energy here of wanting to do it all and be successful at everything. They want you to let go of that. You can't give 110% to everything. Decide what's most important to you. Be there for your family. Take care of yourself. But when it comes to your work, your job, your vocation, your hobby, they're saying they want you to narrow it down a little bit. You don't have to choose. For instance, I'm just going to give an example so that you kind of know what I'm talking about. Say you have a regular, 8 to 5 job, but you also have a side thing that you like to do. Maybe you hope someday it will be a business. Or maybe it is a business now, kind of just on the side. They're saying if your true goal is to do this side thing someday, full time, and be successful at it, you don't have to give up this job. In fact, that would be probably irresponsible right now to do. But you also don't have to be the most successful at this job. Your ego wants you to be, because you don't want to fail. You want to be the best at everything. But that's not important. That's what they're saying. So take that advice as it resonates with you. I hope know that the advice is not coming from me, it's coming from Spirit. Because that's not necessarily the advice I would give. But they see something in you that, they see something in you. And they know that there is something you are meant to do, that you're being called to do. And you can't give everything to something else and expect what you really want to grow at the rate and speed that you also want. So you just have to set some priorities and make some choices. And they're saying something to me that they're saying it's not your destiny. Whatever this side thing is, it's not your destiny. It's your calling. Meaning, you came to this earth with something in your soul that you want to do. This goal, this, whatever it is, you know what it is. I can't get specific because it's a general reading, but you know what it is. You are not destined to do it. In other words, it's not going to just be handed to you on a silver platter. You have to work for it. It has to be important to you. You have to show the universe that you want this more than you want anything else. And that's where these advice cards come in. Trust the universe. Don't worry so much. Be careful of how you cope with your worries and your concerns. Be open to letting go of the past. Commit to what you want. And understand that you don't have to be the most successful at everything in your life. You can be very good at a lot of things in your life. but decide what it is that is most in your heart to succeed at, and really put your energy there. Okay. All right, let's look at the outcome. We've got the Hanged Man, seeing things from a new perspective. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about the outcome for group 3? Queen of Pentacles. We're saying you're moving into a more nurturing place. And gender aside, it's not about gender, it's about the roles that these cards portray. You're moving from king to a queen. Now, in some worlds and in some interpretations, that's moving backwards. To me, the queen is a combination, if you know tarot, a queen of pentacles is the combination of pentacles and cups. The queen always has that cup energy in her. So she's pursuing a physical goal, financial goal, a tangible goal, but doing it from a place, a heart-centered place, from a compassionate place. And to me, that's not going backwards. To me, that's actually going forward. But that's not for me to expound on here. I think it should actually go king, queen. But they're saying you're going to get a new perspective. And your heart and your mind are going to open. And with that, also your pocketbook. Meaning you will be rewarded in a financial way for choosing and pursuing this path and following your heart at the same time. Anything else, Spirit? I'm going to give you one more for this outcome. And then I've got a fortune cookie card and some dice we're going to roll. Ace of Wands. Within the next 30 days, you are going to find yourself newly inspired. You're going to see things from a new perspective. Things are going to open up for you to where you are not just focused on your goal, but you are loving your goal. Not just focused on making money, but loving how you make your money. And you're going to be taking steps toward that. But you're going to be so inspired by what unfolds. I wanted to say it's just the beginning, but they're telling me no, it's not the beginning. You've been working on this for a long time. This is not the beginning, but it is the next step. A very solid next step that will take you to the next level. It's not the end, it's not the beginning. You're still on the journey. All right, let's take a look at your fortune cookie. We have challenges. Take time from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. So yes, I mean, like we talked about, you've been challenged. You've worked hard. You may have been like beaten up, in more ways than one. You're resting. You are recuperating, and that's okay. Take time out. Turn off the wheel of thoughts. Don't worry. Worrying will just make it worse. Trying to fix it will just make it worse. Let go of it. Catch your breath. And then get ready for round 2. All right, let's get some astrology dice and get any final messages that the Spirit has for you. All right, we have Uranus. Gotta roll that again because that didn't land right. In the 10th house. I landed on the side too, sorry y'all. Showed the same one. Taurus. So there's going to be some some solid financial changes as regards to your career or your public reputation. You're going to see big changes there, and some of it is going to be a surprise. They're saying you're going to see it's not what you thought. And I'm guessing whatever it is you're thinking is is something that you're worried about. It's not what you're thinking. It's a good thing. It's something that's going to take you to the next level while giving you it's going to take you to the next level while giving you a firm grasp of reality. Taurus is very much a very grounded sign. But Uranus is very much not. So there's some surprises here, but in a good way. And Taurus is ruled by Venus. And Venus is the sign of financial growth, financial abundance. But they're saying it's not just financial. It's growth in so many other ways that are even more important than financial. But financial is a part of it, for sure. All right, group 3, that is all I've got for you, but really interesting reading. Like I said, you may want to go back and listen to group 1. I think it was group 1. A little bit different reading, but I do feel like some of you will understand the similarities, and there may be more of a message there for you. All right, thank you so much for being here, and drop me a line in the comments if you feel like it, because I'd love to hear what it is that you're working toward. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye, y'all.